approaching, and we want to be sure to give you ample time to get your company, organization, church, or group to join us at this year's celebration on the last day of the month, Thursday, February 29th at noon. Last year, we honored iconic local Black media personalities, including Pat Harvey, Jim Hill, Mark Brown, Beverly White, Sandy Banks, and Pat Prescott, and raised $20,000 in scholarships. This year, we're honoring Black Hollywood creatives who have used their artistic genius as climate justice champions. At this year's luncheon, we will be showcasing and sharing their inspiring work on our big screen. Plus, a scrumptious meal, live music, great company, and lots of fun with your favorite KBLA Talk 1580 hosts. So contact us today at info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. That's info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. We hope to see you Thursday, February 29th as we close out Black History Month. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Do you consider yourself cured? Okay. No. Yes. The reason I'm laughing is it's what is the definition of the codependency cure? Codependency is self-love deficit disorder. And to understand self-love deficit disorder is to understand that everyone seeking therapy for it are seeking therapy for, if you look at it as a pyramid, for the symptoms of the problem. If you have a cough,
But that symptom points to the deeper problem of asthma.
and you keep giving someone cough medicine, it'll make the cough go down a little bit, but it won't take care of the problem. Well, the primary cause of SLDD is attachment trauma, and that is the trauma caused by being raised in a family with a pathologically narcissistic parent and a codependent parent. From there is core shame, is this fundamental belief that you're unlovable, that you are inherently broken, and that you can never be loved for just who you are. From that is pathological loneliness. It's this existential bone-aching pain that unless you are in a relationship, you suffer the core shame and the self-hate or the self-love deficit disorder. The next thing on the pyramid, right below the top, is SLDD addiction. It's the compulsive yearning to make that pain go away. And that is to be in a relationship. The addiction is the relationship to escape the pain of the loneliness. And if you should fall out of that relationship, the withdrawal symptom is pathological loneliness. So if that is the problem, then we have to have the solution. And the solution is the pyramid that is the opposite. It is the resolution of attachment trauma. Core shame is feeling lovable and perfect, good, just because you are. That there's nothing about you that feels inherently broken. It's essentially self-love. Pathological loneliness, an existential disease, becomes existential peace, that no matter where you are, you're not suffering. Now, you can have a bad day.
Man, Rosenberg. That's clip number 3.
that we've already played so far? Listen, you're going to get a lot of Ross Rossenberg because he's talking about this self-love deficit disorder, i.e. codependency. Attila Phillips just put it in the chat. She put it in the chat. Addicts dating addicts. Whew. Codependency as Oxycontin? Yee. Heavy stuff, man. We cooking tonight. Let me get my brother Reggie back in here to get his final thought because he was on fire when we came forward. Reggie, talk to us, brother.
I wish there was one thing we could do to erase this entire thing, but it's not. I think we have to continue working in love, and we have to continue just being true to ourselves. And over time, I'm sure this will work itself out. But man, it's like this entire subject is just crushing because you're growing up in a world that's absolutely fake, and you're trying to be your true self, and it's the hardest thing to do, man. Wow. All right, bro.
I love you, brother. Hey,
love you too, man.
Guess what you just did, man?
Try to bring Austin in the building.
Austin, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city into this enriching conversation, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. I want to know your thoughts. I really do. Because we've all experienced some variation of what we're talking about tonight. And this is very, very heavy. Let me get even deeper. Pain is pain, right? Pain is pain. And just because you went through something doesn't marginalize what someone else went through if you're judging it as less than what you've gone through. Pain is pain. But let me give you a little wrinkle to this. If you recognize you got a good person and you're withholding the good things you're supposed to do in that situation because you feel like you're not getting what you want, and then you go to another situation, because let me tell you something. Have you ever, this person ain't perfect, right? They not perfect. Do you hear me? They're not perfect. And so you're mad at their imperfection. You might even be comparing them against your other options who may present as a better situation. Sometimes God moves you away from a good thing because you don't know how to handle it. Right? You're withholding the good stuff because you think you deserve better. And remember, lean not on your own understanding. So sometimes God says, oh, you think you got it. You think you understand. I'm going to let you choose. You choose a situation, and then you start pouring into that situation the stuff you were supposed to be pouring into the last situation. Because you think you know what you're doing. Let me tell you a little quick story that Quincy Jones told me. Quincy Jones says, listen, man, you got to let God in the room. Listen, man, you got to let God in the room, you know. If you want too much control, God gets up and leaves the room, He said, think of God as your co-pilot, Yeah. No, let me say it right. He said, think of yourself as God's co-pilot, And when you start asking for too much control, God leaves the cockpit. Do you understand? He said, if God is not a part of the project, we ain't got no magic. And so many people think they know what's best for them when they really don't know themselves completely. How do you know what's best for you if you don't know yourself completely? If you don't know what you modeled? If you don't know what you modeled? If you don't know your attachment style? If you don't know the pitfalls of your attachment injuries, the wounds that come with it? If you don't know that, how do you know what's best for you? Let me tell you something. God set up relationships to give you what's best for you in spite of what you want. I know you don't want to hear it. And then you complicate it by trying to grab too much control. Thomas Campbell, author of My Big Toe, the third book, Awakening, put it this way: tiny positive or negative increments in the quality of your intent over many thousands of choices eventually lead to either an increasing or a decreasing of conscious quality. You don't even know that you are putting entropy into your life by allowing your ego and your fear and your pride to choose what you think is best for you. To allow your attachment style, your maladaptive attachment style, to choose who you think is best for you. God gave you what you got. And if you disrespect what God gave you, he's going to give you a more complicated version of it. Do you understand? Oh, we in here tonight. Are y'all ready for tonight's topic? 1-800-920-1580. We on fire tonight. We're talking about codependency, i.e. self-love deficit. Goodness gracious, didn't even know such a thing existed. We have to learn how to differentiate between narcissism and self-love. Narcissism's actions are driven by desire for external validation, admiration, and superiority over others. Self-love actions are motivated by genuine self-care, self-acceptance, and inner fulfillment without the need for external validation. Right? Narcissism lacks empathy. You know how we discard people and throw them away after saying they are our best friend, after saying we love them, after saying, you know what, you mean the world to me, and you got a soft spot in my heart, huh? Narcissists lack empathy and compassion towards others, focusing solely on self-interest and personal gain. And you can say personal gain or my peace or my truth or whatever little euphemism you want to throw in there. But it's all centered on me. Right? But self-love demonstrates empathy. Right? Listen what I'm... Self-love demonstrates empathy and compassion towards oneself and others, fostering genuine connection and understanding. Narcissism engages in manipulative and exploitative behaviors in relationships to meet personal needs and maintain control. Self-love nurtures healthy and respectful relationships based on mutual trust, communication, and emotional support. Narcissism exhibits a sense of entitlement, believing they deserve special treatment and admiration from others. Self-love holds a healthy sense of self-worth and deservingness without expecting special privileges or entitlements from others. Narcissism avoids vulnerability, accountability, and authenticity, masking insecurities with a facade of grandiosity and self-importance, or even a covert sense of self-importance. Self-love embraces vulnerability and authenticity and accountability as strengths, allowing for genuine self-expression and connection with others. Narcissism reacts defensively and aggressively and secretively in the face of criticism. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. I ain't gotta tell you nothing. I ain't gotta talk to you about nothing. Right? Unable to accept feedback or acknowledge their own flaws. Self-love welcomes constructive criticism as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement without feeling threatened or defensive. Narcissism relies on external validation and approval to maintain self-worth and self-image, seeking constant admiration from others. Self-love finds validation from within, cultivating a sense of self-acceptance, self-respect, and self-validation, independent of external factors. Didn't I tell you it was all an inside job? Huh? Didn't I tell you it was an inside job? Can't nobody be your problem. They can only be the reflection of the problem. Did you hear it? Somebody go meme it. Can't nobody be your problem. They can only be the reflection of the problem. I know y'all not ready for this evening. Born broken, but demanding wholeness. You better knock it off. How you born broken, demanding wholeness? Huh? 1-800-920-1580. We got a sermon going this evening. Narcissism. Narcissists. People with overriding narcissistic tendencies, disregard boundaries and disrespects others' autonomy, prioritizing their own needs and desires above all else. Self-love respects personal boundaries and the boundaries of others, maintaining healthy boundaries in relationships and interactions. Narcissism. Avoid self-reflection and personal growth, unwilling to acknowledge faults or take responsibility for their actions. Self-love engages in self-reflection, introspection, and continuous personal growth, striving to learn from new experiences and old experiences, and using that insight to evolve and grow as an individual. Narcissism seeks external sources of validation and success to feel fulfilled and happy, often experiencing emptiness and dissatisfaction. Self-love cultivates inner fulfillment and happiness through self-acceptance, self-care, self-compassion, self-awareness. This is how they find joy and contentment from within. Do you understand? Your whole mission here on earth is to pick up the pen of self-authenticity. Your mama and them did the best they could. They ran their leg of the race. It's your job to pick up the pen and say, no, this ain't on you, mama. It's on me. Thank you for getting me to this point. It ain't on you, daddy. It's on me now. Thank you for getting me to this point. Now, I've got to deconstruct the gift you gave me and upgrade it with new hardware and new software. I've got to revolutionize the technology you gave me. I have to re-engineer it, right? So I don't pass the same toolbox you gave me to my child. Okay, when I come forward, the voice of reason, I'm going to Dallas, Texas, Miami, Florida, and of course, Houston, Texas. We got so much to talk about.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Climate is king.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that caring for the community means caring about the climate. You might have heard that we announced a pretty bold 12-month, $2 million campaign to do 4 things. Increase climate literacy, turn up the volume on communities of color in the climate conversation, connect everyday people with the resources they need to survive and thrive, and highlight frontline climate justice crusaders of color throughout this year. KBLA Talk 1580 will be bringing you insightful interviews on all of our shows to help raise your climate IQ. Each quarter this year, we will also be hosting free climate events in various communities throughout the city with food, fun, and forward-thinking conversations. Thanks to partners like LADWP, Metro, Caltrans, the Sierra Club, the California Community Foundation, the California Endowment, AQMD, MWD, and more. You'll also be hearing more about a couple of national town halls broadcasting live from Los Angeles, to which you will be invited. And we'll be rolling out a robust social media campaign on all our platforms, as well as an outdoor media campaign, all designed to educate, enlighten, and empower you in our fight for climate justice.
We want cleaner air.
Caring about the community means caring about the climate. At KBLA Talk 1580, We believe that we really can change the world if we care enough. 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 Helping to broaden your political and moral imagination with our 2024 climate justice campaign. We're KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment through the arts. Tia Chucha Central Cultural is on a mission to transform community in the Northeast San Fernando Valley and beyond through ancestral knowledge, the arts, literacy, and creative engagement. The Northeast San Fernando Valley has a population of about 500,000, the size of the city of Oakland, yet it has no bookstores, art galleries, or full-fledged cultural spaces until Tia Chucha's opened its doors in 2001. Founded by renowned poet and activist Luis Rodriguez, Tia Chucha's Cultural Center provides a year-round free or low-cost arts and literacy bilingual intergenerational programming in mural painting, music, dance, writing, visual arts, healing art sessions, and healing talking circles. Activities also include Mexica, Aztec dance, indigenous cosmology, philosophy, and 2 weekly open mic nights, one in Spanish, the other in English. In addition, they host author readings, film screenings, and art exhibits. To express yourself, heal yourself, attend an event, or volunteer, please visit www.tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wait, hold on. Stop that. Do you understand the level of funkitude that just happened? Bring it right back, man. Come on.
Today I'm going to explore further my observe and absorb technique. Many of you might have heard about this, as I hope so, because there are 4 videos on YouTube already on the topic, all of which explain this unique approach to filtering out the malignant and pathological power of narcissists over their codependent, or what I call self-love deficient, prey. They have all the power in the relationship when they can get you to fight them, to react to them, to want to defend yourself. And this is just a summary because my observe and absorb technique is explained in these YouTube videos, as well as in my 1.5 hour full featured seminar video at selfloverecovery.com. But as I explained in these videos, by using the George Bernard Shaw saying, and I have to look at my pillow because, in fact, I'm going to get it. Hold on.
No, he's literally getting up to go get his pillow. And he's about
This,
to
of
sit
course,
right
was
there.
not
There you go.
scripted, but a long time ago, I was traveling around the United States giving trainings, and the first time that I gave this training on the observe don't absorb technique, someone in the audience liked it so much that they made this pillow. And the pillow is based upon the saying that I introduced at the training by George Bernard Shaw, where it says, "Never wrestle with a pig. You'll get dirty, and beside the pig likes it." And thank you for the pillow. Well, the point in sharing that is the pig, and we'll call the narcissist the pig wrestler has lived and wrestled in his wrestling ring his or her whole life and knows every square inch of the ring. And their power, their ability to manipulate people requires them to bring in other people in their wrestling ring where they can outmaneuver, outpower, outmanipulate, outthink anyone that...
What if that was your grandmama who did that? What if that was your mama? Your grandmama raised your mama. What if that was your grandfather who did that? If there are any children in that kind of environment, I don't care how the bills are paid. If there's anybody in any child in that environment, what kind of child are you raising? Let's just be real. That child could have everything, right? That child could have every need met in terms of physical need, right? But if they're being raised by someone like who Rosenberg is describing, how is that child's psyche being developed? Interesting stuff, right? Whew. Hey, we got callers on the line. You know what? Y'all gonna have to hold tight, because when we come forward, I'm going to Houston, Texas.
In order to move like this, yes, you gotta have confidence. Tell everybody that they'll have to wait for the nation to participate.
You ready? You go!
Breaky dancing,
LA!
breaky dancing,
Atlanta!
breaky dancing,
Cincinnati!
breaky dancing,
Chi-Town!
breaky dancing,
Detroit!
breaky dancing,
Newport News!
breaky dancing, and our friends in Baton Rouge, they all love breaky dancing and romancing. Let's do it some more.
Let's do it some more!
You can feel what you're making, so shake your pants and we'll party for sure.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The mayor of Atlanta is running for a second term. Andre Dickens announced his re-election campaign to reporters, saying he loves being the mayor of Atlanta and has wanted the job since he was 16 years old. Dickens, who is black, first became mayor back in 2021, defeating Felicia Moore with more than 60% of the vote. Dickens says he's up for the challenge of re-election and hopes to continue his goals of bringing more affordable housing to the homeless in Atlanta. The mayoral election is in 2025. Atlanta voters will have a chance to decide on whether or not to increase a 1-cent sales tax this spring. The city council voted to put the measure on the ballot in May, which would provide more money for water and sewer improvements across the city. Former Mayor Shirley Franklin, who is black, first led the way on the penny tax for water 2 decades ago. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we do Black history every single day. In fact, As the only Black talk radio station west of the Mississippi, we are Black History. Our annual Black History Month luncheon is fast approaching, and we want to be sure to give you ample time to get your company, organization, church, or group to join us at this year's celebration on the last day of the month, Thursday, February 29th at noon. Last year, we honored iconic local Black media personalities, including Pat Harvey, Jim Hill, Mark Brown, Beverly White, Sandy Banks, and Pat Prescott, and raised $20,000 in scholarships. This year, we're honoring Black Hollywood creatives who have used their artistic genius as climate justice champions. At this year's luncheon, we will be showcasing and sharing their inspiring work on our big screen. Plus, a scrumptious meal, live music, great company, and lots of fun with your favorite KBLA Talk 1580 hosts. So contact us today at info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. That's info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. We hope to see you Thursday, February 29th as we close out Black History Month. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your Black.
Hey LA, when you're trying to get where you need to go, like work, school, and what matters to you, Metro is here to get you there. With discounted fares and free pass programs, Metro is making public transportation affordable and easy to ride for everyone. Plan your trip at metro.net.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win. And we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007, they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need love.
Two-timing chick who got her revenge from when I was on my two-time tip. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected, neglected my effort, a pair with no trust, dirty games and affairs that been tearing us up. If things ain't picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need to know for certain.
I'm calling you up, I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need a love doctor, and I need it right away. I'm calling you up, I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need to hear the doctor's voice to breeze up.
Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm really excited. I have a special guest today, Tracy B. Richards. She's a personal growth counselor and a self-love expert. And today we're going to talk about how loneliness, or pathological loneliness, is really a withdrawal symptom of self-love deficit disorder. I've been talking a lot for a while that self-love deficit disorder originates from attachment trauma or being hurt as a child by having a narcissistic parent and growing up with core shame, and that core shame leading to a deep sense of loneliness, a dark feeling of pathological loneliness. And as I've explained, that self-love deficit disorder, SLDD, really is an addiction. And how I explain it is that we already know through the human magnet syndrome that people who I used to call codependents or self-love deficit disordered individuals, or SLDs, they always fall in love with narcissists. And narcissists always fall in love with the SLDs. But why does the SLD always come back? Why do they always come back to the person that hurts them, ignores them, triangulates them? It poisons the minds of their children. We know about parental alienation. Why does the SLD come back? Well, it's the same question. Why does someone who knows alcohol is destroying their life choose alcohol over their family? It's an addiction, and it's the compulsion to something that you think can make you feel good, that you think you can control, and it messes with your logical.
Man, Rossenberg, laying it down. Heavy stuff. We got callers from all over the country. I want to get them in here, man. This is good stuff, really good stuff. Tonight's topic, SLDD, self-love deficit disorder, a deeper look at codependency. We've been on fire the whole night, man. This has been one of the best shows of all year, and the year just got started, but goodness, the people in the chat room are turned up, and they are sharing their experiences. Let's get it. Let's get these phone lines cracking. Attila from Houston, Texas, get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Uncle Joe, how are you?
I am alive and well. How are you?
How are you really? What's going on?
Okay, I'm alive, but I'm not doing so well. But okay. But I'm here. Goodness
I
gracious.
feel that 100%.
Well, there you go. I'm telling you the truth now. There it is.
100%. I mean, so I have a couple of things to say. All right. Question. Can you love someone that you don't know? Like, you just don't know them at all? Is that possible? Number one. Number two.
Wait, do you want me to answer
and when
that?
I say love...
Is that rhetorical, or do you want me to answer that?
I do want you to answer it. I do.
All right, so let me answer it now. Ask the question.
Can you love someone that you don't know?
Yes. If you know love.
Okay.
See?
My second thing, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a millennial, but it grinds my gears when I hear people say they did the best they could do. No, I disagree. I feel like we do the best that our fear and ego allow. Like within those boundaries and those confines, we do the best within those confines. But anything outside of that, anything outside of our worldview, peripheral ability to self-heal, whatever, that's the best we can do.
I agree.
I
agree
just stop.
because doing the best you can do is you've activated willingness, determination, focus, a desire, right? Actually doing the best you can do, all of those things are activated. But when you speak to what you're talking about, doing the best that your unhealed or unrequited wounds will allow, that's a different way to look at it. That's a different way to look at your ego, your fear, figo, anything if you still beating up on you, you cannot give or do your best for another, right?
I mean, I'll take it further. If you're still beating up on you, everybody else is going to beat up on you. It becomes you go from a one-on-one fight to a mob fight real quick. Real quick. If we lived in a society where people actually have the ability to critically think and think, well, what's going on here? There wouldn't be so much of a mob mentality. Because people move in a mob mentality fashion, what you do to yourself, others will do to you. And that is a hard pill to swallow. But if you were someone who is gifted and particularly a quote-unquote black sheep, don't you think that's the reason why you're the black sheep? You're the white car in the line of black gray cars.
That's right.
You stand out like a sore thumb. So I believe it's spiritual before it is physical. When we're talking about self-love deficit, I think what we're really talking about at a soul level is the deficit to our connection to source.
Yes.
When you're connected to source, can't nobody tell you nothing. Right? Think about it. You got the honorable, what is it? Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. HRH. Help me out, Uncle Zoe. What's your Instagram handle?
HRH Mr. Zoe what?
Right. And why did you do that? Why did you put it there?
Because that's how I see myself. His Royal Highness, Mr. Zoe Williams. Mr. Zoe what? HRH. That's why, because I know I'm here for a special royal reason, and that is to help people, in my opinion.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So if I'm someone who's self-love deficient, I look at that as arrogance, as, oh my God, I mean, who is he to be saying X, Y, Z? Because let's be real, I haven't tapped into that source for myself. So regardless of what your earthly confines are, your earthly, details or whatever, whether it is you live in an environment that is chaotic, or you are in a place where you feel sluggish or stagnant, whatever the case may be, it is up to you to pull yourself from those confines. Why? Because all you're going to do is repeat the same old habits. All you're going to do is say, I did the best I could. No, you did the best you could in the confines of your ego. Period.
In the confines of your fear and ego, a.k.a. Figo. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
You ain't going to get no argument out of me.
I'm just saying, so when we're talking about royalty, right, the ability to see yourself as royalty, people act as if they have to see their past lives and their Akashic records. I don't believe it even takes all of that. You believe because you are.
Yes. I'm an extension of God. God has created me. And when God created me, he didn't tear off a piece of himself that was separate from it, right? So I'm an extension of that. So I'm supposed to be royal, I believe. And that's what I am, right?
Right. So real quick, before I get off this recorded line, as my brother Nazarene would say, let me just say this. You have all ability to see yourself through the situation, or else you wouldn't be in it. You're in it because you can see through it. Your inner self, your soul is calling out for more. It's your choice on whether or not you want to tap into that or not. When we're talking about codependency, and I'm someone who's had to work through that, I still find myself reverting back to my old ways we talk about people pleasing. People pleasing is nothing but fawning. If you want to break from fawning, all you have to do is take off your rose-colored glasses and see what really is before you. Right? Those glasses are not pinned to your face. That is a choice that you're choosing to make to continue looking through broken rose-colored glasses. Right? So, like I said the other day, you got to choose blue pill, red pill. What you gonna do?
I love it. I love it. I'll tell her, guess what you just did, child?
All right, Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. When I come forward, we got more callers coming up. I hope we get Nikki from the SIP up in here, but we got Miami, Florida, and we got Dallas, Texas. Hey, it's been on fire the whole night.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
LADWP is proud to partner with KBLA to share with you how to start the new year without bill worries. We're here to help if you're behind on your bill or need help staying current. Sign up anytime online for Level Pay to set predictable monthly payments throughout the year, including for past due amounts. You can also check out the special extended pay arrangements of up to 48 months to help pay down your bill. If you're a senior or income qualified, you may be eligible for Easy Save to receive discounts and also qualify for free and discounted energy and water saving devices. You can get up to $15,000 for past due water and or sewer bills and up to $3,000 for electric bills. But you gotta act fast. Funding is limited. You can reduce your past due bills and kick off the year right, because here at LADWP, we're here to help. Visit ladwp.com/cares today and find out more.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Around here, we don't believe in victimhood. We believe in raising our voices, amplifying black voices in the climate conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, my playlist is my co-host. Listen, we had to get stanky tonight because this is such a personal topic, man. It's like it's in there. Self-love deficit disorder, a deeper look at codependency. Why does it happen? And throughout the whole show, we've been uncovering and peeling the onion back. There's so many layers to it. It's been fire. But let me get my callers in here right now. Hustle from Miami, Florida. You up?
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
Hustle. What up, brother?
Man, what's happening, player?
What's the word, my friend? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, man?
Okay, so for this one, at first I was thinking, really, a lot of this is just us trying to find normal. You know, when we're not shown what a healthy normal is, we seek it. We try to create it ourselves, within ourselves. And since Atala, you know, I want to get it right, took us to a higher plane, I want to talk about how, what is God's normal? What's the normal for a child of God? You understand that? That could be the vision of that. And we could try to get towards that instead, because that's what I think a lot of this is about, just trying to find that normal. All right, I'm going to leave it there.
I love that. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me just answer a couple of things. No, we good. Yeah, let me answer a couple of things real quick. Atala, she mentioned love, right? Right? And she asked that question about love. Love is synonymous with God. Right? And God is, I heard an amazing word used to describe God. And that word was ineffable. Beyond words. Beyond utterance. God can't even be comprehended. And neither can love. As we become more loving on the inside, healing occurs on the outside. Much like the rising of the sea levels lifts all ships, so the radiance of unconditional love within a human heart lifts all life. Come on, that's Dr. David R. Hawkins. Whew. Heavy stuff. I'm sorry. Truemonger, get in here. It's your turn, baby.
I heard payback's a breath on the trigger. That's why I'm sick of getting treated like another damn stepchild. Kill a punk cause I ain't him. You gotta deal with the 9 double limb.
Truemonger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, man? You got to keep it brief.
Yeah. This is something people struggle with. Me personally, I kind of struggle with the opposite of being dependent on people, because I was taught to be self-dependent. I was really taught that you really can't depend on people, even though you may want to. I appreciate when I can, but I never expect it. I always expect to handle stuff myself, because I got to be accountable for everything anyway. But I think it's something that people struggle with, don't really think about, and they probably should think about, especially how they conduct themselves and the way they carry themselves. If you are an addict to being dependent, or need help, you need to address it and help. You need to get help.
Yeah. I appreciate it, True. You already brought Dallas, Texas in the building. We appreciate the call. Let's jump over to the SIP. Nikki from the SIP, you're my final caller of the night. You got about 2.5 minutes to cook it all the way up for us. Get in here. Let's get Nikki in here now. This is her truncated intro. Let's get her in here.
Brother Zoe and the fam, I'll go quick. Food for thought. I think a major problem we have in our society is malnourished. Love is a form of nourishment. When you do not get that love in the womb, after birth, and so on, we see people who are starved for that true nourishment. Not candy, not sugar, not pseudoephedra, but the real love nourishment. That breeds the codependency. It leaves room. You said earlier, you got to make room for them. Malnourishment, you do not form mentally when you are malnourished. You cannot recognize true love nourishment. So these other things seep in, like codependency. That then steps into, like what you were talking about earlier, in terms of withholding, which to me is extortion. Because then we extort from our human relationships what it is that we either aren't getting or want to control the other person with. So if we don't get the proper food when we start young, that's why you got to have Dr. P on, who does that topic I gave you about wounds.
Yes.
Then this is what we get.
That's right. That's right. Nikki, guess what you just did?
Brother Cyprian, I love you guys.
We love you. Hey, y'all got to pray for Brother Zoe, man, because this whole topic is me. Y'all got to pray for me, man. I need help. I know I come in here and I got the energy of the Energizer Bunny, but I'm telling you, man, I need prayer. Just pray for me. Los Angeles, city of Los Angeles, pray for your brother Zoe. All right? I need it, okay? Listen, we started the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. You already know. Up next, my friend, your friend, my girl, your girl, our girl, RSVP with Jill Monroe. Jill Monroe in the building. I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper.
Be with your love. Be